From birth, individuals are immersed in a world defined by materiality, time, and space, shaping their identities and perceptions. Life, as experienced through external stimuli, becomes the defining narrative of one's existence, reinforcing the acceptance of this reality as the only truth. As the physical body succumbs to death, there is an instinctive fight for survival inherent in all living beings, demonstrating the automatic response to preserve life. The cessation of bodily functions results in the loss of sensory experiences and the fading of identity. However, contrary to common belief, death itself is described as a peaceful and serene experience, devoid of pain or suffering. Despite the absence of physical sensations, the essence of one's being persists beyond the physical realm. Perhaps the most surprising revelation in death is the realization that it does not mark the end of life. Instead, it signifies a continuation of consciousness and existence, albeit in a different form. The individual retains cognitive faculties and a sense of self, experiencing a heightened state of awareness and vitality compared to their earthly existence. The physical body does not define one's essence, but is merely a temporary vessel for experiencing life in the earthly realm. Death is a transformative process, where the individual sheds the physical jacket of the body, freeing themselves from its limitations. Ultimately, death is framed as a natural and inevitable part of existence, facilitating the release and evolution of the soul beyond earthly confines. At the instant of death, there's a surge of energy, akin to an acceleration in vibration speed, as if you're suddenly vibrating at a higher frequency than before. To elucidate, let's consider the analogy of a radio. You've lived your entire life tuned to a specific frequency. Then, abruptly, something or someone intervenes and switches the dial, relocating you to a different frequency. Your original frequency persists unchanged, only you undergo a shift, accelerating to align with the next frequency on the dial. Similar to radio transmissions, there can be overlaps or distortions due to interference patterns, allowing frequencies to coexist or blend for varying durations. While most frequency shifts occur swiftly and smoothly, occasionally, interference arises, perhaps triggered by intense emotions, obligations, or promises. This interference might permit coexistence of frequencies for brief periods or extended durations, potentially explaining phenomena like hauntings. However, inevitably, each vibrational frequency gravitates or is nudged towards its rightful place. Your specific position on the dial corresponds to your vibration speed. You cannot indefinitely coexist where you don't belong. The exact number of spots on the dial or inhabitable frequencies remains uncertain. In death, you transition frequencies, transitioning to life on another wavelength. You remain a part of the dial, but adjust your position slightly, moving up or down a notch or two. Death isn't a cessation, but rather a shift in consciousness and vibrational pace. The concept presented here suggests that time and space, as we understand them, are unique to the Earth realm. Once an individual departs from this realm, they transcend these constraints. In other words, the conventional understanding of time as a linear progression and space as a measurable distance does not apply beyond Earth. Furthermore, there are multiple realms and dimensions of existence, each characterized by its own unique properties and vibrational frequencies. These realms range from slower, denser vibrations associated with physical form to higher, finer streams of non-energetic currents. This implies a vast spectrum of existence beyond what we can perceive with our senses. Moreover, there exist realities that transcend our conventional understanding and cannot be quantified or described using conventional methods such as mathematics or rational thought. These realities are beyond the realm of human comprehension, suggesting the presence of mysteries and phenomena that lie beyond our grasp. The concept of hell encompasses levels of negative thought forms that are closely associated with the earth realm. It serves as a space where individuals confront and address various negative aspects of their psyche, such as hang-ups, addictions, fears, guilt, anger, rage, regrets, self-pity, and arrogance, among others, which hinder them from realizing their inner light or potential. In essence, hell is where we grapple with the internal barriers that obstruct our personal growth and spiritual development. In this interpretation, there is no condemnation in hell. Rather, it serves as a platform for individuals to confront their own misjudgments, mistakes, and misalignments, commonly referred to as sin. It's not a place of punishment inflicted by external forces, but rather a space for individuals to face the consequences of their actions and to reconcile with their sense of values and priorities. Remaining in hell for a duration that aligns with one's developmental needs, individuals are presented with an opportunity to either indulge in their negative patterns or to confront and transcend them. It's a realm where individuals experience the full spectrum of their negative emotions and behaviors, allowing them to understand the consequences of their actions fully. The notion of hell in this context is not about eternal damnation, but rather about the transformative process of self-awareness and growth. Individuals do not leave hell until they have undergone a profound change in their attitudes and perceptions, ultimately transcending their negative patterns and achieving personal transformation. Heaven represents a realm of positive thought forms closely intertwined with the earth realm. It's where individuals go to acknowledge and appreciate their intrinsic worth, talents, and virtues such as courage, generosity, empathy, and loving kindness. This celestial realm offers a sense of fulfillment and belonging, akin to finding one's true home, often perceived as a period of rewards or recess. Here, individuals have the opportunity to evaluate their soul's progress, reflect on their experiences, and embrace truths, including their authentic identity. Heaven is not viewed as a final destination, but rather as a realization of our purpose in the grand narrative of creation, highlighting our role and potential for future growth and learning. The vastness of creation remains beyond human comprehension, perpetually existing and evolving. While shapes and embodiments may change and substance is recycled, existence itself persists, accompanied by an eternal flow of life. This eternal movement is likened to the rhythmic expansion and contraction, reminiscent of breathing, highlighting the dynamic nature of existence. However, the perceived progression of existence, akin to a storyline in television programming, is deemed an illusion. The intricate workings of reality, much like the operation of a television set, are far more complex than they appear. While we may perceive images on the screen, the underlying reality involves the firing of individual electrons, which our minds translate into cohesive visuals. Similarly, existence itself operates beyond our immediate perception, emphasizing that what truly exists cannot be fully grasped by our senses or understanding. In essence, existence, like television, presents an illusion of reality, concealing the deeper truths that underlie its operation. Despite our perceptions, the true nature of existence transcends our comprehension, reminding us of the limitations of our understanding and the inherent mystery of life itself. God is the ultimate presence and power in the universe, transcending all human concepts and limitations. God is described as omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent, meaning that God possesses all power, knowledge, and is present everywhere simultaneously. There is nothing outside of God, all existence emanates from and is sustained by God. Furthermore, God is depicted as beyond human gender or anthropomorphic characteristics. While terms like father or mother may be used to describe our relationship with God, they are merely symbolic and do not reflect a literal parentage. Instead, they serve as convenient ways for us to understand our connection to the divine. Humans are considered creations of God, made in the image of God, not in physical appearance, but in terms of the power of our souls and the potential of our minds. God is the creator, we are co-creators. It would be more appropriate and more in line with truth if we called ourselves extensions of God, or, perhaps, thoughts in the mind of God. It would even be appropriate to use another name for God, like the Force, the One, the All, the One Mind, the Source, or whatever conveys that sense of deity that is without limitation or boundary, beyond what can be comprehended. We are seen as co-creators with God, extensions of the divine consciousness, rather than separate entities. The belief in separation from God is considered the only real sin, as it reflects a misunderstanding of our inherent connection to the divine. Importantly, God is not dependent on human belief. Whether we believe in God or not does not affect the reality of God's existence. Additionally, God is not confined to any specific religion or belief system. Rather, all religions and beliefs are encompassed within the vastness of God's presence. Ultimately, recognizing and embracing our connection to God brings immense joy and fulfillment, as we acknowledge our inherent greatness and participate in the ongoing creation of existence. This recognition leads to a profound sense of love and unity with the divine. This section explores the concept of divine love and the purpose of existence from a spiritual perspective. In the light of God, there is no judgment or punishment, only unconditional love and acceptance. Individuals are seen as embodiments of divine love, experiencing life on earth as an opportunity for growth and learning. The gift of life on earth is described as a temporary experience, where individuals are meant to learn, develop, and grow, ultimately enriching their own souls and the divine experience. While material possessions and relationships are temporary, the memories and feelings accrued during life are believed to be retained and contribute to the soul's evolution. The interconnectedness of all souls is emphasized, suggesting that every individual's actions and experiences have an impact on the collective consciousness. Souls are considered holy and loved by God, each with a unique purpose and role in the grand scheme of creation. Evolution is depicted as a continuous process of growth and transformation, not necessarily linear, but ever-expanding. The awe-inspiring nature of creation is highlighted, leaving a profound impact on those who witness it. It is important to realize one's significance and responsibility in the world. While individuals are interconnected, they also possess individual agency and the power to shape their own destiny. However, the fear of recognizing one's true potential and purpose is acknowledged as a significant challenge in life. Individuals should embrace their interconnectedness, recognize their inherent worth, and fulfill their purpose with courage and conviction. We should realize that true fulfillment comes from expressing one's inner knowing and embracing the adventure of life with humility and reverence.